There are moments in sport that transcend the confines of courts, tournaments, and rankings. Moments that speak to identity, to belonging, to transformation. And this is one of them. Daria Kasatkina, once a rising star of Russia, now stands proudly as the newest citizen athlete of Australia. Not by convenience, not by politics, but by love for a country that welcomed her, embraced her, and gave her space to breathe, to be, to believe. She announced it not on centre court, not through a manager's cold press release, but from her heart, directly to her fans. A simple Instagram post, beaming with emotion, changing the course of her career and her identity forever. "I am delighted to let you all know that my application for permanent residency has been accepted by the Australian government," she wrote. Words that signaled more than just legal status, they signaled a new beginning. For a long time now, Daria had been a player in limbo. After the Russian invasion of Ukraine in 2022, she, like many of her compatriots, was barred from competing under her flag. She became neutral in name but never in spirit. Her tennis spoke louder than flags. Her forehands had no borders. Her values stood taller than her ranking. And yet, even as she played as a neutral, her spirit began to shift. Melbourne wasn't just a stop on tour, it became her anchor. The cafes, the culture, the community, it all wrapped itself around her. And she knew. This wasn't just another city. This was home. "Australia is a place I love," she said. "It is incredibly welcoming and a place where I feel totally at home." This wasn't a political move. This wasn't about optics or escape. This was personal. This was emotional. This was about belonging. And now, she's not just living here. She's wearing the green and gold. She's stepping onto the court not just as Daria Kasatkina, but as Daria Kasatkina of Australia. Her serve, her return, her fight, all of it, now for her new homeland. "I love being in Melbourne and look forward to making my home there," she said, her words heavy with gratitude and hope. And with those words, she made it official. "As part of this, I am proud to announce that I will be representing my new homeland Australia in my professional tennis career from this point onwards." It's a monumental shift. One of the world's best players, ranked number 12, now plays for a country that already breathes tennis in its DNA. A player who's climbed as high as world number 8. A fighter who reached the semi-finals of Roland-Garros. A champion who owns 8 WTA titles. Kasatkina has always been more than just a player. She's been a voice for LGBTQ+ rights. A figure of quiet resistance. A symbol of courage, in a time when silence would have been safer. Now, she brings that spirit to Australia, a country that's known for its fighters, its rebels, its icons. And she fits right in. There will be fans who remember her wearing Russian colors. There will be questions. But there will also be cheers, loud, raucous, unapologetic, the kind that echo through Rod Laver Arena and shake Margaret Court Arena to its roots. Because this is not just about tennis. This is about a woman who made a choice. A choice to start over. A choice to align her identity with her beliefs. A choice to call Australia home. And what a player they're gaining. Daria Kasatkina brings with her a game built on angles and anticipation, on guile and grit. A game that's undone many top seeds. A style that frustrates, surprises, and dazzles in equal measure. Now, that game has a new flag behind it. A new anthem in her ears. A new crowd in her corner. And if you listen closely, you'll already hear it, the chants from the Aussie fans, the support, the hope. Because they know what this means. They know she didn't have to choose them, but she did. This is more than residency. More than a passport. This is a bond. Daria Kasatkina will no longer be just a guest in Australian tennis. She will be part of its family. Its future, its fire. And as she walks out in green and gold, perhaps at the United Cup, or the Billie Jean King Cup, or the Australian Open, there will be tears. There will be smiles. There will be pride. Because this is not just a story of a player changing allegiances. It's the story of a woman who found a new identity, a new purpose, and a new place to call home. And Australia just got a little stronger. A little braver. A little more complete. Welcome home, Dasha. This court is yours now.